Hi everyone, it's Pam with Vintage Quinn Gifts, and I'm back with another week of what's sold on Etsy. And I had two sales on eBay also. So it's been a pretty good week. Not great, but not horrible. So let's get started. Oops. Oh, this is my sales for last week. So it's May 7th through May 13th. First is this plastic toothbrush holder and soap dish. I think it's from the 1980s. It was a pale peach color. It was made by Hygiene Industries. This was really hard to photograph for some reason. It just wouldn't come out right no matter what I did. So I just had to do my best with it. I got that at the country store, thrift store. I believe I paid $1 for it, and I sold that for $12.99. And next is an acrylic waffle weave blanket with satin trim. I got it at Salvation Army, and when I got it, it was pretty full of dog hair, but I didn't pay much for it at all, so I thought it would be worth it to get it and see if I could get the dog hair out. And I think I washed this literally 8 times. I finally got it all out, and I listed that on May 5th, and it sold on the 8th, and that sold for $69.99. That included shipping, and the shipping was $8.47. So if you find some old blankets like this, they are definitely worth getting, especially if they're in good condition. And to me, to wash it and dry it 8 times isn't that big of a deal. So that was a good purchase. And then next are these 2 vintage wicker fish wall hangings. I think I got these at Goodwill. I think I paid $1 or $2 for them. Very retro. They look 70s to me. Just 2 fish with a black eye. They were in good shape. They had a little bit of fraying or whatever. Those sold for $16, and I listed those on February 19th. They sold on May 8th. And then next are these Card Sweet Bridge Score pencils. I got these at the country store, thrift store. I've had these a long time, over a year, I think. I thought they would sell right away, but they were really cool with the little rhinestones up there, and the sweet suit shapes. Card suit, yeah. It was a set of 4 in the original box. And I think I paid $1.50 for these. And those sold for $18. And then next are these George. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. It might be Jorge Briard hooded tumblers. I've had these a long time. I found these at Goodwill. I got them for 50 cents each because it was a half price color. And I think I had gotten 11 of them. But I looked and looked and could not find anything with this pattern. So I had no clue what the pattern name is. But they're large tumblers. Let's see, they hold 14 ounces. And they've got this really cool gold, 22 karat gold design that I just called it Gold Flower Medallion. So those sat, well, I still have another set of 4 and another set of 3, I think. But they're really, really cool. They're all in excellent shape. And like I said, I was so excited when I found them. They were only 50 cents a piece. But they took forever to sell. But they finally did. And this set of 4 sold for $65. And then next is a Style House China gravy boat. The pattern name is Platinum Ring. And it's just a pretty crisp white china with a sleek platinum rim. I got this at Goodwill. Well, and it's got the underplate too. Got it at Goodwill. I paid $1 for that. I've had it a year at least. And that sold for $29. It was a beautiful piece though. And I have some other pieces that match this. Next is this Kathy comic strip book. What's a Nice Single Girl Doing with a Double Bed by Kathy Goosewhite. Remember Kathy? I got this at the country store, thrift store. I think it was a 25 cents or 50 cents. I've had it 6 months about. I think I changed the price on it once, but it finally ended up selling for $9.99 with shipping included. And the shipping was $3. And then next, I got this at an estate sale, and it was really cool and unique. It's a little file box, a little filing system. It's from Sweden by J. Oberg and Son. And I spent a long time researching this and trying to translate this part so I could describe it better, but it became pretty tedious. So I kind of gave up. But what I found out was it was made by J. Oberg and Son in Sweden, and I think this is from the 1930s or maybe earlier, because a lot of the cards in it had dates of like 1930s or 1940s. I'll show you some of those in a minute. But the company produced office books and card systems, portfolios, and playing cards. And in the early 1900s, they were the largest producer of playing cards in Sweden. Let's see, what else did I translate? Well, the box is cardboard, and it was covered in like a It almost looked like a linen kind of fabric. And it was stamped on the top, Oberg's Court System Fabrics Mark. Court System translated to English is card system, and Fabrics Mark translated is trademark. And then under the lid, as best as I could tell, was just describing how to use the little card system. And it was supposed to be like some kind of reminder system. But so it had these divider tabs with months and the months, the alphabet, and the numbers. And then there were a bunch of cards already in there that were written on. And they were just, it looked like someone had a store or something. This one says Mrs. R. Allison dress. I don't know what that one says. John Wedden wants 3637 Plymouth. Mrs. John Alden, strapless sundress, serial number. Oh, what were the other ones? They were fun to read. That one says Dick Drager had a 36 Ford something. Let's see. Wilbur wants a 33, 34 Chevy. See what the other ones are. Mr. Avon something, blue and yellow slips for his wife. So it was fun reading those. But anyway, I got that at an estate sale, and I paid $4 for it, and it sold for $25, and I didn't have that listed too long. I listed that on April 29th. So next is this musical liquor decanter shaped like an hourglass. I got this at Goodwill. I think I paid $4.99 for it. I thought it was really cool. The hourglass is glass, and then it's got this gold spaghetti paint. And then it's in this metal mesh holder. And it is musical. It plays Auld Lang Syne. I'm saying that right. This little pin, it didn't work right. You had to manually push it in and out to get it to play. So the lady that bought it messaged me and asked if she could see a YouTube video of it playing. So I sent her that, and then she bought it, and it sold for $40, and that's actually shipping to Japan. And I listed that on March 22nd. So next is this Metlocks California Pottery little bud vase. It looks like a little pitcher. It's very sweet. I love the aqua blue color. I got that in an estate sale about 6 months ago. I love that shape too. It's really pretty. I got it in an estate sale 6 months ago. I paid $2 for it, I think. And that sold for $20 from the 1950s. And the next, this little porcelain kitten, I have had this. This was one of the one of the first items that I put in my shop very early on. So I've had this for years, plural, years. And I've deactivated it and was going to get rid of it. And I just couldn't bring myself to. It's too cute. A little kitten with a little spaghetti finish and cute green eyes and pink ears. It's pretty small. Isn't that cute? Marked import. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I'm assuming it's from Japan, but I'm not sure why it's just marked import. I tried to do some research and figure that out, but I couldn't. But it finally sold after 4 years for $8.40. And I got it at Salvation Army, if I didn't say that. I probably paid $1 for it, maybe less. Bye-bye, little kitty. And then next, this is an Avon address book. These were giveaways from Avon to their representatives. And it's covered in a fabric. It's got the divider tabs. It was complete. It was like new. It wasn't written in or anything, and just had place for address and phone. And that's that. I got that at the country store, thrift store, for 25 cents or 50 cents. I listed that on March 13th, and that sold for 15. So that was it on Etsy. Like I said, not horrible, but not great. And then I did have another eBay sale of some different crystals from the Hilton. These are long strands of crystals with faceted pieces. I don't know why I can never think of the word to call these, but faceted octagon pieces graduating from larger to smaller. And these were a lot of 10 strands, and the strands were at least 15 inches long. Graduating from big to small, 10 strands for $45, which is a good price. The way I listed it, it's a little bit confusing. I think I'm going to redo that and maybe just sell like a real big lot of them. I still have a 5-gallon bucket full of them, but they're beautiful, leaded crystal. So I guess, did I say the person bought two sets for $45 each, and those were free to me. So that was it. Thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and leave me a comment and a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.